At this stage of his legendary career, Canelo Alvarez truly has nothing left to prove, yet the fire still burns brighter than ever. This is his training camp for the highly anticipated showdown with Crawford isn't about going through the motions. This fight feels different. This fight has nothing to do with hype or attention. This fight is about doing the work, staying sharp and thinking clearly. Crawford is not a typical opponent. Crawford moves and reacts differently from most. Canelo has the respect for that, and that is why this fight has his undivided attention. Crawford isn't coming for a paycheck. Canelo knows that. What counts is that he is putting up a fight to win, and Canelo recognizes that. He has a focused mindset, not a cocky one. No easy rounds in his mind. No looking past this fight. He's been in this game long enough to know there's a multitude of ways he can lose if he thinks about even a portion of this fight winning. When it comes to a fighter like Crawford, cunning, intelligent, patient Crawford, Canelo puts aside his pride at this point. He self-reflects. What's working? What's not? Week 2 is all about staying sharp and staying real.
You know, I've been in that situation before. Moving up in weight, 2 weight classes, 1 weight class, a lot of things. And you know, I'm not underestimate him. I know he's a good fighter and he's gonna put his best in the training camp. But you know, every advantage I have, I'm gonna take it. No, he's a complete fighter. No, he's a very good fighter. But I'm there with, I'm being there with every single style. Obviously, it's different because he changed the guards and everything. But you know, I need to adapt myself to anything. I hope he comes with the mentality to put a great show, and that's it.
Inside the camp, Canelo builds his body to stay strong through the entire fight. He works with movement to maintain his legs and keep the center solid. It's about being able to stand his ground and move with control when there is pressure. Crawford is smart and fast, so we try to be quick without losing strength. This training keeps him calm when it gets tough and keeps him active into the later rounds.
So, 6, 7, vamos, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Muy bien, la recibes que sientes. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Most significantly, being noisy is not necessary for Canelo's squad to function well. They have been with him long enough to know when to raise their voice and when to keep quiet. There is a silent communication through a glance, an almost imperceptible shift, and a common goal. This is not about motivation talks and high energy. It is about trust. It is in the second week of camp that trust is most apparent. Since everyone knows their role, no one is trying to stand out. They are just there to limit him.
Muchas cositas pues que para mí pues desde niño siempre mostraba grandeza y pues ve hasta dónde ha llegado. Por eso digo, no tuvo infancia, nació grande.
¿Cuándo notaste que él era especial? ¿A qué año?
Desde que llegó, desde los 14, 15 años, desde que ganó las competencias nacionales, yo vi que tenía mucho valor para dar el peso, tenía mucho valor para irse a las concentraciones, era muy responsable, pero sobre todo era tenía algo que no todos tienen. tenía mucha seguridad en sí mismo y no le daba miedo a nada. Él sí le decía, ¿sabes qué? ¿Vas a pelear con este? Sí. Vamos a irnos a Tepic a entrenar, sí.
Moreover, former Canelo sparring partner Jack Catterall recently joined the conversation on this highly anticipated fight. He thinks back to when they used to spar and commented that Canelo had a powerful punch, but also felt Canelo wouldn't be able to have that decent punch at that time. He further went on to say that Crawford has it in him to fight Canelo pretty well and use his tools to win the fight ultimately. In predicting the fight's outcome, Catterall boldly said Crawford is going to win.
Hello, Crawford. Obviously, you've been in there, you've seen it firsthand with Canelo. Is he the one to get it done? Is he going to beat Crawford or what?
You know what, I've been changing my mind, chopping and changing. Two tremendous fighters in their own right. I won't call it an upset, but I'm going for a Crawford victory.
Moreover, on the pads and mitts, Canelo looks for clean, simple shots. He works on seeing small gaps and connecting without an opening to be vulnerable. He stays relaxed and has steady footwork. He listens to the coach and then responds when needed, patiently and properly. He gives himself time. His goal all the time when working through a combination is accuracy and efficiency. He knows there will be limited space and limited chances to score on Crawford. When the opportunity comes, this work keeps him alert. Overall, Canelo is pushing himself hard in this camp. Every day, he's showing up with real focus, not letting anything slide. He is working on power, movement, timing, and making all areas of his game as sharp as possible. Nothing is being left to chance. He understands Crawford is a serious challenge, and he is preparing accordingly. It would not shock me if he stops Crawford on fight night. That is how serious Canelo is taking this. He only wants to be in control, so he wants to be prepared for anything. The only thing he wants to do when the bell rings is drive the bus. Besides, sparring shows Canelo what's working. He faces fighters who move well, switch stances, and make things difficult. He looks for patterns and stays focused under pressure. Sometimes he gets hit. Sometimes he pays attention to patterns and learns to keep his eyes up. All while under pressure. He gets hit. He gets missed. All good. He integrates all those experiences to improve and find better answers. The intent is to be ready for anything. Every sparring session helps develop confidence in his craft and trust that he will do what he is prepared to do. As for Brandon Adams, who sparred with Dimitri Bivol in his preparation for Canelo Alvarez, he added that this fight is going to be a huge obstacle for Terrence, as Canelo's size is just too much for a rookie at 168. Crawford would have to do something special to win, and it would take all of his skills and his good game plans to handle the size and power of Canelo. Everyone knows Crawford is a very good fighter, and this is a big fight with huge headlines.
All right, man, look, I'm gonna be as honest as I can be. This is gonna be a huge mountain that Terrence is gonna have to move. Huge mountain. Reason why is because not only is Canelo the bigger man, he's a bigger man that's actually not bigger in height. No, he's just bigger just in width and depth. And that's what's going to be one of the, it's going to be something that works for Terrence, but at the same time, it's going to work against Terrence.
He further advised Terrence Crawford to prepare well for this clash, stressing that he should be ready to withstand Canelo's shots. He explained that the punches Canelo will land in the ring are going to be extremely explosive. He should pay close attention to his strength and conditioning, and should finally train to the level of his animal-like opponent. Lastly, he mentioned that Crawford needs to be through to a certain extent of pain during training camp, so that big punches do not bother him